Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me to another broadcast of RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Freddie Rea bringing you live baseball, District 29 6A. The visiting United South Panthers, after going down yesterday in the Student Activity Center against the United Longhorns 6-1. The Eagles took care of the visiting South San Bobcats yesterday as they improved to a 2-1 record in district play and 6-12 overall. For United, United South, they're coming in 1-2, and they can very well do some damage today in Eagle Pass. Beautiful, beautiful day in Eagle Pass, Texas. We're live from the Student Activity Center, EPISD, from Eagle Pass, Texas. As we get set for another broadcast, RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Go to www.riosportslive.com. Our Facebook page, like it, share it, follow it. Also on Roku TV, Apple TV. And, of course, you can also go on our YouTube channel, RealSportsLive.com. So we get another edition. Good luck to the Lady Mavericks as they start their District 29 5A matchup. The Lady Mavericks are in Floresville. The Lady Eagles are across from us at the softball complex, the softball field here at the Student Activity Center. They're playing host to the Southwest Lady Dragons. That's a pivotal game also in District 29 6A as the softball is getting geared up midway point of the season. We want to also congratulate yesterday's player of the game, Braulio Rodriguez, who had a great game yesterday. And we caught up with him. And he was talking to us about how he did yesterday. So we're going to give you guys a little bit of what we talked about. And we'll be back after this.
RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. We're with the winning pitcher of today's game. Also the player of the game for Eagle Pass Eagles as they won 9-1 against South San, Braulio Rodriguez. Braulio, how did you feel on the mound pitching 5 innings today?
I felt great. I knew I had to attack the strike zone. That's what I did the whole entire game.
You gave up 1 run, 1 earned, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, but you were around the plate the whole game. What did South San, as far as their hitters, knowing the fact that you pitched against them last year? Not the same kids, well, most of the same kids like the Alejandro and others. But what was your approach today?
Well, they still had to hit the ball. Like they knew I was around there, they knew my pitches, but I just had to be around there. They still had to hit it.
Now, you also had the solo home run in that 4th inning. He hung it, and what did you do?
I just took it out.
It went to left field, over the left field wall. Of course, with the wind here, it kind of helped a little bit, but you had the power. The wind helped you a little bit, but you crushed that ball on a hanging curve. I think it was a 1-1 count, and he hung it on you. You were dead red. You went 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. But the rest of the team, how do you guys feel now coming into this game and being in this situation last year where you guys had to travel during spring break? Now you can be at home for spring break.
We feel great. We feel confident about our team. We're a good team, and we're just gonna compete like every game after this.
Now you guys got United South tomorrow at 2 o'clock. What are your expectations from the pitching staff?
Just to throw strikes and hit their spots.
That was Braulio Rodriguez, the player of the game, the Chick-fil-A player of the game for the Eagle Pass Eagles, as they won 9-1 against the visiting South San Bobcats. This is Freddie Rea, RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. And that was a bit of our interview with Braulio Rodriguez, the Chick-fil-A player of the game for yesterday's game against the visiting South San Bobcats. His line looked like this: 5 innings, 1 strikeout, 3 walks, 4 hits, and 1 earned run given up. He also went 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a solo home run in that third that kind of capped off the 3-run inning there, as the Eagles had some offensive output from everybody. From the top lineup, Mendoza went 2 for 3 with an RBI and a strikeout. DeAndre Torres went 0 for 2, but had 2 walks and 1 run scored. Roque went 1 for 4 with a run scored. And Del Bosque had 2 opportunities. He got walked twice, and his courtesy runner, Christian Barcena, had 3 stolen bases. So he also had an RBI. Maldonado went 1 for 3 with a strikeout, and 1 for 3 with the hit. David Lopez had a hit by a pitch and walk, so he went 0 for 1. Ibarra had an RBI hit. He went 1 for 3 yesterday, and Isaac Gonzalez went 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs in yesterday's game. The other big thing is the Eagles had runners in scoring position and came up big 2 out of 3 times with runners in scoring position. So they actually 2 of 4. So they were at 50% getting the runners in for the South Side game. For Brandon Ford yesterday for the for the South End Bobcats, went 2 2/3 through 71 pitches. Miguel Rios came in and could not stop the Eagles' offense. So again, this is 2 teams a bit different this year, just because the Eagles didn't have to travel on spring break, as last year they had to travel to San Antonio and Laredo for a couple of games, and that kind of gave them, the bus lag and whatnot. But this year they are at home 2 out of the 3 games. They took care of Laredo LBJ when they went on Monday. Then again yesterday they took care of business yesterday here at home against South San, and now the visiting United South Panthers, who just had a game, and Raya did not make the trip down, as we were trying to get why he didn't, but he pitched a complete game yesterday in that 6-1 loss to United. United under the Adrian Castillo had another masterful game, a 1-hit game. That's a sophomore pitcher for United, who's doing good things down there. So this broadcast is brought to you by Rodriguez Law PLLC, serving Mammoth, Montgomery, and the greater Houston area. Make sure you guys go to www.rdz.law if you want to learn more. Also, this broadcast is brought to you Smart Stream USA, and we're going to be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddie Dea, RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. as the PA announcer is getting the lineups for the home team. Raven Mendoza is on the mound. DeAndre Torres is hitting second. He's playing shortstop. Isaac Roque is over at first, and he's playing hitting third. Braulio Rodriguez is DHing, hitting in the fourth spot. Hector Montoya is playing right field and hitting in the fifth spot. Caleb Maldonado is playing third and hitting in the sixth spot. David Lopez is behind the plate, and he'll be hitting in the seventh spot. Hitting eighth, Derek Ibarra. He's in center field. Isaac Gonzalez is over in second. He's hitting ninth. And Victor Perry is in left. And the rest of the Eagles in our national anthem will be played right after this. So and that was the playing of the national anthem. We want to thank everybody that's logged on and tuned in to our Facebook page. Make sure you like it, share it, and follow it. Also, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our channel, Real RIO Sports Live. Also, Roku TV. Download the Boxcast app. Find Real Sports Live. And to the Apple TV, same thing. Download the Boxcast or the Boxcast app, and you can find us. And the other way is go to www.riosportslive.com as we get set for another baseball game. We have our camera operator up high top, Mr. Saw Milk, taking care of the camera operator up there, giving us all the plays out in the field. So leading off for the United South Panthers is going to be Bernard Pedraza, the shortstop. Jonathan Hernandez playing left field, followed by Jerry Villarreal playing right. Eric Reese is at first base, hitting in the cleanup spot. Devin Benavides is on the mound for the United South Panthers. David Sanchez is DHing, hitting sixth. Julian Gonzalez, the second baseman, he'll be hitting seventh. Greg Campos is over in third base. Kike Gonzalez is in center. And Alex Serra is behind the plate for the United South Panthers. So the Eagles hope to keep the winning streak going, as they had early on in the season, had a 10-game skid. Then broke that one on Saturday with a 3-2 win over San Marcos. And then took care of LBJ and South San. So they're on a 3-game winning streak. So we go to the top of the first. Bernard Pedraza, top of the first. And away we go with District 29 6A baseball action. The Diamond. Beautiful day. Ball one. Beautiful day for baseball. Overcast. Coming in and out. Breezy. Breeze going from right to left with a chance of baseball. It's a weather report brought to you by Just Call Sal at 513-6675. So 1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter. and fouls that off. Strike 2. So Ray Mendoza on the bump. Junior, lefty. Also plays center field, first base for. And a shot into right field as Pedraza gets a single to right. So now Jonathan Hernandez, the left fielder, with a runner at first and no outs. Low. Ball 1. And a bunt rides inside and fouls that one off. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 count. No outs with Pedraza at first after getting a single into right field. A grounder to third. Over to second. Over to first. Safe at first. As Maldonado ranges to his glove side. And gets a force out at second. 5-4 for out number 1 and a fielder's choice. So 1 out. Now for Jerry Villarreal. United South is very scrappy, very a team that can compete in District 29 6A. Strike 1. Mendoza gets set from the stretch. Runner goes down and could not get the ball. The ball was there. Lopez had a nice throw down the second. Gonzalez was unable to pick it. As Hernandez has the stolen base. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Jerry Villarreal. Checks the runner over. Throws over, misses just in time. Throw back to second to check the runner. Ball 1, excuse me. So 2 balls and a strike on the hitter, Villarreal. Misses high, ball 3. Fastball that Villarreal couldn't get around it. Strike 2. Now full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the number 3 hitter for United South, Jerry Villarreal. So 3-2 count. With a runner at second base. Runner in scoring position for United South here early on. Top of the first from the Student Activity Center. Polo Moncada Baseball Stadium. Throw down. He's safe. That was a quick tag by DeAndre Torres. And just made it back. Three-two count. And fouls that one off. So still 3-2 count. Mendoza trying to work a quick inning here in the first. You're listening to Freddie Heredia, RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Old Glory in center field is blowing from right to left. Some crosswinds here as we saw JV in a 7-7 tie. The runner does go and fouls that one off. As Hernandez was trying to steal third, Villarreal fouled it off. Runner to second. Three-two count. And slow roller to shortstop. Over to first for out number 2. 6-3 moves the runner over to third for second out. Now number 21, Eric Reese, first baseman. So with the runner at third, Eric Reese, the number 4 hitter for the United South Panthers, comes to the plate. First pitch he sees is a ball. Top half of the first. On deck is Devin Benavides, the pitcher. Not sure if Benavides will hit for himself or have the DH David Sanchez hit for him. Misses high. Strike on the outside corner. Nice all-speed stuff from Mendoza. Catches the corner for strike number 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 0-0 the score. Top half of the first. Time is called. And a ground ball that gets through into left field. And an RBI single for Reese gets the Panthers on the board here in the top half of the first. With 2 outs, a 2-out single for Reese gets the first run in. So now Devin Benavides, the pitcher. Shows bunt. Strike one. Strike two on Benavides. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Not in time as Reese steals second. So 2 outs. Time is called. One-two count on the hitter. Benavides misses high and away for ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Evens out the count on the pitcher. Benavides, number 4. Fouls that one off. Stays in the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Spring break baseball all over South Texas. And we got it live on realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Getting you all the baseball action. The sun peeks out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that retires the Panthers in the top half of the first as Benavides goes down swinging for out number 3. And they get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base for the United South Panthers in that top half. As we go to the bottom half, we'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
4 years ago, when we ran for election as county judge, it was the first time in the history of Maverick County that the county judge didn't have an opponent. Maverick County was embroiled in a big scandal having to do with federal funds. We were able to turn Maverick County around, and now other people want to run. We've reduced our debt from $70 million to $24 million in the last 4 years. We now operate with a $3.9 million surplus, and on top of it, we're compliant with all of our audits, and we're able to apply for funding again. We're here, and we're here to work for you and to fight for you. We'll continue to do that. We're not done. I humbly request your vote for your servidor, David R. Salcedo, during the March primaries. Thank you.
We're back live to realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Leading off the inning, Ray Mendoza, followed by DeAndre Torres and Isaac Roque. So ball 1 on, strike 1, on Mendoza. As we're in the bottom half of the first inning. 1-0, United South struck in the top half. Benavides on the mound. And through the off-speed pitch, ball 1. And rip one to right. And that one is going away all the way to the wall. Mendoza rounding second, thinking about 3. And in with a triple to start off the ball game, to start off the home half of the first inning. So now DeAndre Torres with a runner at third and an opportunity to get that run back here quickly in the bottom half of the first. Mendoza standing at third, taking his lead. Benavides starts DeAndre Torres, a senior shortstop, with a changeup outside, ball 1. Inside, ball 2. And sending a shout to Knickerbocker as they're at the office right now taking care of clients. A shout out to Rolly Salinas and David Lopez as they're watching the game live on they're at the office, ball 3. So you can actually watch the game and still take care of 1 count. And in the dirt, ball 4. He takes a walk and trots over to first. For the first, with no outs in the bottom round now in first and third. So courtesy runner is Eric Heredia over at first for first base. Ball 1. And rips it down the first base as it gets through to right. 1 run will go in and a play the third. Gets past the third baseman. Torres coming home almost. Roque gets a RBI single. Scores Heredia. And Torres comes in on a throw to third that gets away from the third baseman. So a single. And gets a second on the throw to third. Gets past the RBI. No outs. 2-1 already with Braulio Rodriguez DH today with Roque at second. And first pitch he sees, drills it into left field. Going back, and gone. It is a home run for Braulio Rodriguez as he hits a 2-run homer. Benavides left that ball hanging. I don't think he listened to the game yesterday as he hung a pitch that Braulio took over the left field wall for a 2-run homer. Giving the Eagles a 4-0 lead, a 4-1 lead, with no outs. Now Hector Montoya. And misses inside, ball 1. Ball 2. So 2 balls, no strike for Montoya, the right fielder. 3-0 count. Strike on the 3-1 count. A hitter's count. And outside, walking Montoya as he trots over to first. Now Caleb Maldonado, the third baseman. And they're going to be talking it over a little bit. We're in the bottom half of the first inning. As they talk to Benavides to kind of calm him down after that 2-run shot by Braulio Rodriguez. Again, this 330. Ball 1 on Maldonado. And gets the ball into dirt. Montoya at a second. So 2 balls, no strikes on the hitter. So 3-1 count now, no outs. Smith still in the bottom of the first. So still no outs here in the bottom half of the first. 4-1 the score with the runner in scoring position at second. This try to get Montoya back to the bag. Inside, ball 4. Coach will be coming out, talk to his quick more after this, to his pitcher. We'll be back. So we're back live. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Lopez. No outs. Montoya at second with a walk and a stolen base. Maldonado with a walk. Misses low, ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Lopez, 2 runners on. No outs in the bottom half of the first, 4-1 after United South. Down to third base, down to third and beats it out. A nice bunt by Lopez, bringing in the third baseman and getting an infield hit. Now Derek Ibarra, the center fielder. So bases loaded now with no outs. And Ibarra looking to tack on to the lead. Swinging a miss, strike 1. This is outside, ball 1. Misses outside with a changeup. Ball 2. So they threw Raya yesterday for United South against United and went 5 innings. Did not make the trip to Eagle Pass today. Lifts it in the infield. Could not find it. Infield fly rule. Batter is out with bases loaded for 1 out. So now Isaac Gonzalez. And the ball gets past the catcher. Another run will score. On a pass ball. Runners advance to second and third. Now courtesy runner for the catcher. Number 14. Christian Barcena. Ball 1 on Gonzalez. So another infield meeting to go and calm Benavides down here. 5-1, a 4-run lead for the Eagles. Misses inside, ball 2. Misses outside, ball 3. So now 3-0 the count on Gonzalez with an open base and the leadoff hitter, Ray Mendoza, who started the inning with a triple to right field. Misses inside, ball 4. And I know there was some bullpen action in the so time is called, and we're going to take a pause real quick, and we'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddie Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Mi Pueblo Restaurant, located at 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Call to order to go at 830-776-7796. We deliver. We have breakfast and lunch buffet from 7 to 11 and from 11:30 to 3. We have fresh homemade tortillas made daily, so come by 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Comidas caseras, hechas como en su casa. Vengan a comer con nosotros. So we're back on live, and we have one out with bases loaded. Now, Ray Mendoza, the leadoff hitter with number 23, coming in to pitch. We're going to get his name here as a third of an inning for the starting pitcher, Benavides, as we try and get number 23's name. Strike one ball, one strike. Misses and hit by a pitch. So Hector Alba. So another run scores on RBI. So now runners at bases loaded for DeAndre Torres. One out. 6-1 with one out in the inning. Alba starts Torres with the ball. Misses low, ball two. And swing and a miss, strike one. Two balls and a strike on DeAndre Torres. One out, bases loaded. Swing and a miss, strike two. That's Hector Alba. So a third of an inning for the starting pitcher, Benavides. Giving up 6 runs. In the dirt. Ball 3. So now full count on the hitter. With one out in the inning. Gonzalez at second. And a ground ball to right field. The right fielder misplays it. And at home, safe at home, all the way from second. So 2 RBI single for Torres. Now Isaac Roque with one out. 8-1 the score now. Strike one. Strike two. So one out in the inning, and the Eagles have hit around in this bottom half of the first, scoring 8 runs. So Roque in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Missing low. And a softly hit ball that Peraza will get under it. Heredia will tag from third. So an RBI. A sacrifice fly brings in Heredia for the second out. And Torres over at first. Making it 9-1, 2 outs. And Braulio, who had that 2-run homer. Ball 2. And another shot to left. That one is going, gone! Another 2-run homer for Braulio Rodriguez. As Rodriguez lifts one. Touch them all, big man, as you get your second 2-run homer, 4 RBIs. On a 2 balls, no strike count, he gets one that he can handle and another deposit into left field for another 2-run homer. So now Montoya, an onslaught of offense for the Eagles. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 balls, 1 strike on Montoya. And I haven't seen it in my broadcasting experience. Flies in the infield, and the third baseman will get under it for out number 3 as Montoya retired. So an 11-run output here in the bottom half of the first inning. We go to the second as the Eagles 11 runs on and we'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day on RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
Real Sport open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. When you recycle today, you give the earth a chance for tomorrow. We buy all and much, much more. Cash for scrap at EPER Recycling Center. Don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information, call 5 or find us on Facebook.
Just call Sal at 513-6675 if you need a car, truck, or SUV. Call Sal at 513-6675 over Brown, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Vigo Pass. Just call Sal, 830-513-6675. So for the United South Panthers in the top half of the second, David Sanchez followed by Gonzalez and Campos due up, as Ray Mendoza will start his second inning of work with a 10-run lead. Ball 1. Now, as a starting pitcher, when you have a comfortable 10-run lead, you kind of get more at ease on the mound, and you can kind of free up your repertoire and how you pitch. Ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes on David Sanchez, the designated hitter. Yes, he did. Strike 3. Run up for out number 1. Now the second baseman, Julian Gonzalez, number 2. We're in the top half of the second. Eagles 11, visiting United South Panthers 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Foul ball, strike 2. Ball 1. On the hitter, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Gonzalez. Misses inside, ball 2. It's 74 degrees in Eagle Pass, mostly sunny skies. And some clouds, some breeze, with a chance of baseball. That's your forecast, brought to you by Sarita's Tortilla Factory and Rody's Country Fried Chicken. 2-2 count and a ball. Runs the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter, Julian Gonzalez, the second baseman for United South. And a ball lifted into left field. The left fielder under that one. Number 2. Now Greg Campos, the third baseman, digs in, right-handed hitter with 2 outs. Mendoza trying to work a 1-2-3 inning. Misses high, ball 1. Misses inside, ball 2. Ball 3. So 3-0 the count on the hitter. Del Rio beat LBJ yesterday. So around the district, ball falls foul and out of play. Strike 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike on the hitter, Campos, the third baseman for United South. Ray Mendoza on the mound for Eagle Pass. 11-1, top half of the second. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Mendoza 6'5", 6'6" junior. And misses high, ball 4, as he walks the number 8 hitter in the lineup. Now number 1, Quique Gonzalez, the center fielder, with his flashy sneakers. With a runner at first, 2 outs. Ball 1, misses high. Inside, ball 2. If you guys go to Rody's Country Fried Chicken today on Thursday, and you mention that you heard it on realsportslive.com, you get a 10% discount on your purchase. That's Rody's Country Fried Chicken, 1989 El Indio Highway. Biggest tenders, delicious gizzards, wings, poppers, famous old-fashioned country cooking since 1985. Strike 1. So on a 3-0 count, comes back with a strike on Gonzalez. A 10-run lead for the Eagles as they put up 11 runs in that bottom half of the first. And misses outside. Ball 4. So puts 2 runners on with 2 outs. And Lopez will go out and talk to his starting pitcher, Ray Mendoza. So now the leadoff hitter, Bernard Pedraza, who started the first inning with a hit to right. Got forced out at second. Ball 1. A back pick. Runner goes to third. So runners advance on the throw to first as they were trying to back pick there at first base. And Gonzalez, I think it hit his helmet, trickled away. So runners advance to second and third. Peraza, a 1-0 count. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Trying to get some runs back. Fouls it off right side and falls foul. So with 2 outs, has a 1-1 count. Runners in scoring position for the United South Panthers. 1 for 1 with runners in scoring position. And a ground ball to the second baseman. Gonzalez takes care of that one over to first for out number 3. As they are now 1 for 2 with runners in scoring position. And Gonzalez 4-3 with the putout for out number 3. As Hernandez, Villarreal, and Reese are going to be due up in the third. For the Eagles in the bottom half of the second, Maldonado, Lopez, and Ibarra. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddie Day at realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Rody's Country Fried Chicken. Hey, did you know Rody's also had buffalo wings, seafood platters, and boneless wings? Don't forget the poppers. Come visit us at 1910 El Indio Highway or call us ahead at 830-773-9189. If you need us to cater, call us at 830-325-4470 for the Rody's Rody Truck. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985. Saritas Tortilla Factory with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Saritas Tortilla Factory. Valdez Tire Record Service. We're located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. 24/7 record service. We handle commercial and industrial tows. Emergency roadside service. Automotive repair shop is also available. Call us at 830-757-3102 or come by 522 North Pierce Street. Valdez Tire Record Service, proud supporter of Eagle Pass Athletics. Make sure you come by. We're back live, 11-1, bottom of the second, as the Eagles have Maldonado, Lopez, and Ibarra due up. Caleb Maldonado. Now the new pitcher is number 3, Adrian Ramirez for United South. So 2 balls and no strikes. Ramirez comes back with a strike. Bottom half of the second, Freddie Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Trying to end the spring break week. And in foul territory, right side. Enough room for the first baseman to get under that one for out number 1. Now David Lopez, the catcher, with an infield single. With a bunt down to third base. Got down the line pretty quickly here in bottom half of the second with 1 out. Lopez sees a strike. Misses. Outside, ball 1. And foul ball. As Lopez goes down for out number 2. Now Derek Ibarra. As Adrian Ramirez is trying to keep the Eagles at bay. Time is called. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 11-1 to score. This is outside, ball 1. Lady Eagles are over at the softball field adjacent to this baseball field here at Moncada Baseball Stadium. A bunt down the line. Ramirez comes to field it, and speeding down first base line, Ibarra gets in with an infield hit. Now Isaac Gonzalez with 2 outs. Ibarra over at first base takes his lead. First pitch he sees, drills it into right field. Gonzalez. And Ibarra rounding second, thinking about third. And Gonzalez with a hit to right. Now the leadoff hitter, Ray Mendoza, with 2 outs in the inning. So in the bottom of the second with runners at first and second now. 2 outs. Ramirez is trying to get out of the inning here. Misses with the ball outside. Misses inside, gets past ball. So runners advance to second and third. Next week, the Eagles have games on Tuesday and Friday, so we'll go back to the Tuesday Friday game schedule after this spring break week. 3 balls and no strikes on the pitcher, Ray Mendoza. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Trying to get on here to continue this inning. Runners in scoring position for the Eagles. Adrian Ramirez, who came in here in the top or in the bottom half of the second, lifts it high right field. Tracking it is the right fielder, and the ball drops. Mendoza on his horse, trying to get to third, and is gunned down at third. But 2 runs do come in, as both Ibarra and Gonzalez come in to score. It's going to be an error. Charge to the right fielder. For out number 3. And 2 more runs score. So 13-1. So we go to the top half of the third. The Eagles 13. The visiting United South Panthers 1. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com. Real Sports Live Southwest. Siesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels. Located at 3166 Del Rio Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. The best prices in town for wheels, tires, lift kits, and much more. Call them at 830-773-4010. That's Siesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels. Also, new location in Uvalde, Texas. The law offices of Orlando Rodriguez, an attorney serving Maverick, Montgomery County, the greater Houston area. Call us first or learn more at www.rgz.law. 830-201-3092. With 15 years of experience, call us first for fair, someone with integrity, respect, sincere, and someone you can trust. The law offices of Orlando Rodriguez. So we're back live. Raver Mendoza starts his third inning work. And inside miss, ball one. So 1 ball, no strikes, or no outs. I'm sorry. I guess they haven't bunt down the third base line. Coming in over to first for out number 1 is Caleb Maldonado. Takes care of that one for out number 1. Top half of the third inning. So now Jerry Villarreal, who grounded out to the shortstop, back in the first. He's 0 for 1. And a line shot, first pitch he sees, lines it into right field for a base hit. There's going to be some bullpen action for the Eagles. Ball 1. Eric Reese, who had a hit, stolen base, and an RBI. He was the United South Panther who pushed the first run across. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first is Villarreal. We're in the top half of the third, 13-1, as the Eagles plate 2 more in the bottom half of the second. Inside, gets past Lopez. So pass ball. 2 balls and a strike. Mendoza checks the runner over at second and fouls that one off. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Reese, the left-handed hitter, who's 1 for 1 today. Strike 3 as he goes down for out number 2. So now Adrian Ramirez, who struck out swinging his first time up. Excuse me, Adrian Ramirez, the new pitcher. Ball 1. Strike on the outside corner. So 1-1 count now on the hitter. Strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Ramirez, the pitcher. Runner at second. Misses inside, ball 2. So So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second for United South. Ray Mendoza trying to get out of this inning. Misses outside, ball 3. Runner goes, and a ball 4. Ramirez trots over to first. There's going to be a courtesy runner for the pitcher, number 22, Mark Valencia. And brings to the plate David Sanchez, the designated hitter who struck out swinging his last time up. So runners at first and third at the corners with 2 outs. 13-1. We're in the top half of the third, excuse me. Inside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Misses low and away, ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 2, as he swings through that high fastball. 2-2 the count. So with the runners at first and third for United South, David Sanchez looks at a 2-2 count, 2 outs. Runners will be going. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and he goes down swinging for the third out as Mendoza gets out of the inning, not allowing a run to come in for the third out. And on top of the third, no runs, 1 hit. No errors, and 2 left on. As we go to the bottom half of the third, we're going to keep it here. And just a quick update from Conrao Perez. Make sure you visit www.eaglepassportcentral.com for all local sports news, as he's our local sports aficionado, Conrao Perez at Eagle Passport Central. The Lady Eagles lead in the top of the 5th, 2-1 over the Southwest Lady Dragons. And we want to thank him for the update. Guys, we're going to keep it here. Are you tired of paying for cable? Are you tired for paying for channels that you don't even watch? What if you can pay for channels for cable once and get unlimited access to TV shows, movies, sporting events, including NFL Sunday Ticket, NBA League Pass, MLB, and all pay-per-view events? Just one time. I'm not talking about jailbroken Fire Stick. Those don't even work. They only stream free internet streams. This box streams private HD streams only available to customers with this particular box. Get your free stream box today. Text Joe at 210-446-8881. Ask him to send you a demo video over text that you can see how this box works. This boxes sell normally retail for $300, but you tell them that Freddie sent you. And realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest, you get an instant $80 discount. So $220 one time for unlimited cable TV. Yes, that's live TV also. TV, TNT, Bravo, Showtime, HBO, History Channel, Fox, and all the live channels too. Call today, 210-446-8881. Tell them Freddie sent you so you can get an $80 discount off the retail price. Call or text today, 210-446-8881. That's SmartStream USA. In the bottom half of the third, Ramirez on the mound. as we're going to have number 12, Richie Luna, coming into pinch hit with a 13-1 lead. So, thank you guys for allowing us into your living room and into your office and everywhere you're watching us. You're watching us on Facebook. You're watching us at your office on our website, www.realsportslive.com, or YouTube channel. We're mobile. Also, Roku TV and Apple TV. As Richie Luna, the pinch hitter, will see Ramirez, ball 1. Inside, strike 1. So with a 13-1 lead, Coach Mendoza will put in his subs and get him some playing time and get him some at-bats. Fouls that one off to the screen. Strike 2. Isaac Roque is on deck, and he will be pinch hit for number 24, CJ Jimenez. And stays in the count, fouls it off. Hits it into deep center field. The center fielder will come in under it for out number 1. So now CJ Jimenez. So CJ Jimenez. And lifts one into deep the gap. And a nice grab by the center fielder. He tracked it all the way back. Quique Gonzalez. A nice diving catch. You got to give him props. He ran all the way deep gap as a charge for CJ Jimenez. And into the glove for the second out. And now in the DH position, Victor Perry comes in to hit. Ball 1 on Victor Perry. Outside, ball 2. Strike 1. Another update from the girls. It is tied up in the top half of the 5th, 2-2. A line drive at the third baseman snags out of the air for out number 3. As the United South Panthers and Ramirez gets a 3-up and 3-down inning, with the Eagles still ahead by 12, 13-1 as we go to the top half of the 4th. You're listening to Freddie Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
4 years ago, when we ran for re-election as county judge, it was the first time in the history of Maverick County that the county judge didn't have an opponent. Maverick County was embroiled in a big scandal having to do with federal funds. We were able to turn Maverick County around, and now other people want it. We have million to 24 million in the last 4 years. We now operate with a $3.9 million surplus. And on top of that, we're compliant with all the findings, and we're able to work for you and to fight for you. We'll continue to do that. We're not done. I humbly request your vote for your servidor, David R. Saucedo, during the March primaries. Thank you.
We're back live, and some defensive changes for the Eagles. We'll go through them here in a bit. Swing and a miss, strike one. And leading off the inning is Julian Gonzalez, second baseman. Swings and strike one. Behind the plate is Orly Garza. Over at third is Eric Heredia. At shortstop is Richie Luna. Over in second, that's Alex Luna at second base. Over at first is CJ Jimenez. Over in right is Edward Mendoza. Over in center, Victor Perry. And over in left is Rolly Risa. So that's kind of your defensive changes. Still on the mound is Edward Mendoza. Swing and a miss, strike three, and throw over to first for out number one. Now, Greg Campos comes in, the third baseman, number 12. Manny Navarro coming in. So they're tied up over there in the softball field in the top half of the fifth at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike two. We got to get to the fifth in order to make it a complete game. Misses ball one. Fouls that one off. Stays in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Misses low, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter with 1 out. 12-run lead for the Eagles here as they finish they're going to hopefully finish this spring break week going 3-0. A ground ball to the shortstop. Over to first for out number 2 as Luna comes in and does his job defensively. 6-3 for out number 2. Now number 1, Kike Gonzalez, who had a tremendous catch. A ground ball to the third baseman. Heredia over to first for out number 3. As the defensive changes that coach made. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Ray Mendoza and the Eagles. We go to the bottom half of the fourth. This is Freddie Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Mi Pueblo Restaurant, located at 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Call to order to go at 830-776-7796. We deliver. We have breakfast and lunch buffet from 7 to 11 and from 11:30 to 3. We have fresh homemade tortillas made daily, so come by 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Comidas caseras, hechas como en su casa. Vengan a comer con nosotros. So now leading off the inning, the bottom half of the fourth is Adrian Mendoza. Mendoza followed by Heredia and Garza due up here against the pitcher Adrian Ramirez. 13-1. A ground ball to the shortstop. Backhand is over to first for out number 1. Eric Heredia will dig in. Right-handed hitter. First pitch he sees is a strike. Outside, ball 1. So with the 1-1 count, 1 out, 12-run lead, we're in the bottom half of the fourth. The Eagles outburst in the bottom of the first with 11 runs. Ball 2. The 11-run outburst in the first inning. The Eagles have been coasting the rest of the way. And a shot to second base. Over to first for out number 2. Now Orly Garza, catcher. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball 1 as Ramirez has come in and thrown 2 2/3 of an inning here. Ground ball that third baseman gets over, and a nice dig is the first baseman for out number 3. As we go to the top half of the 5th. 5-3 for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on bases. Ramirez has kind of held the Eagles in check up until he actually had allowed 2 runs, 2 earned in that second inning. But other than that, so now some changes here in the top half of the 5th, as Alex Luna will come in to try and close out the game in the top half of the 5th. And we'll be back with more after this.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. When you recycle today, you give the earth a chance for tomorrow. We buy all cans, aluminum, all wheels, copper, yellow brass, steel battery starters, and much, much more. Cash for scrap at EPER Recycling Center. Don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
So Ray Mendoza finishes his day with 4 complete innings, striking out 5, walking 3, giving up 3 hits, 1 run and 1 earned. So 2 balls and no strikes. We're in the top half of the 5th. A 12-run lead for the Eagles, 13-1 over the United South Panthers. Pedraza, who is 1 for 2. All the Eagles have to do is close out the inning or close out the top half of the 5th to get out of the game early. Ball 3 balls and 1 strike. And hit it foul. Stays in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Luna Sr. Defensively, over at third is Christian Del Bosque. 3 balls, 2 strikes now on the hitter. Another save opportunity for Luna as he saved the game yesterday. A ground ball falls foul. So 3-2 count, no outs. Top of the 5th inning. And a ground ball to the third baseman. Over to first, digs it out for out number 1. And Christian Del Bosque coming in and getting that one 5-3 for out number 1. So nice defensive play for the Eagles. So now Jonathan Hernandez, who reached on a fielder's choice. He's the lone run for the United South Panthers. Ball 1. He came in the first after getting on a fielder's choice, after he grounded out to the third baseman and sold second, got to third, and Eric Reese brought him in for the first run for United South. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. 13-1 is the score. And misses ball 3. So make sure you guys tune in to our broadcast. Make sure you guys like us, share us, and follow us. And that was number 14, hitting. That wasn't Hernandez. The hitter now is Busto Garza, the number 6, hitting for Jerry Villarreal. So strike 1. 1 out. Top half of the 5th. Runner at first as he walked. That was number 14. Don't have his name yet. Don't forget our post game, as we have. We're gonna have the Chick-fil-A players of the game. 1 for offense, 1 for defense. Strike 2. And a line shot that gets down the line. Reese gets over. 1 run will come in. And to third. He's out at third. The run does score. So a hit down the left field line. Gets a double RBI. And gets gunned down 7-5 for out number 2. So a second run comes in. So 13-2 with 2 outs now for Eric Ruiz. Ball 1. And Reese struck out his last time up in the third and has the hits. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI and a stolen base. 2 outs in the inning. 1 ball, no strikes. 13-2. Misses high. Ball 2. Bottom half of the 5th. Southwest leads 3-2. Misses ball 3. So with 2 outs, bases empty of Panthers. A 11-run lead for the Eagles. Strike 1. He comes back. walks Reese over to first with 2 outs. And now Adrian Ramirez, the pitcher. So 2 outs in the inning. Runner at first. Strike 1. You're listening to Freddie Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest, RIO Sports Live. The Eagles trying to finish this game off here, 13-2, 5th inning, top of the 5th. And a ground ball to the pitcher. Luna will flip it over to first for out number 3. And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen, as the Eagles take a 13-2 win and go 3-1 in district play. For the 3rd out. And guys, we'll be back with more after this. We're going to get the players of the game real quick, and we'll be back with more after this. Rodriguez Law PLLC are proud sponsors for advertisers for our post-game show. And once again, the Eagles victorious 13-2 and going 3-0 in the spring break week, beating LBJ 11-0, beating South San 9-1, and also the United South Panthers 13-2 to move to 3-1 in District 29-6A and overall 7-12. Our 2 players of the game, offensively, again, we got to give it to Braulio Rodriguez, who had two two-run home runs, a total of 4 RBIs. He went 2 for 2 today with 4 RBIs and 2 jacks to left field. And our defensive player of the game will be Ray Mendoza, the pitcher, who pitched 4 innings, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 hits, 1 earned run. And the other run was a test to Alex Luna, who came in and pitched an inning. Half inning. As we only played 5 innings here. Gave up a hit and walked 2. No strikeouts for Alex Luna, but came in and saved the game in a save opportunity. So once again, guys, the Eagles victorious here from the Student Activity Center in Eagle Pass, Texas, the Polo Moncada Baseball Stadium. For my camera operator, Saw Milk. For my crew, who sets up everything, for Freddie Rea, myself. Thank you, guys. And once again, your Eagle Pass Eagles victorious over the United South Panthers, 13-2. Thank you, and good day. Enjoy the rest of the spring break. If you drink, don't drive. If you drive, don't drink. And thank you once again. Next time we'll see you on the flip side. On Tuesday, we'll give you where we're going to be at. Thank you very much. Good day. Keep talking sports. RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
4 years ago, we ran for re-election as county judge. It was the first time in history of Maverick County that the county judge had an opponent. Maverick County was in the royalty scandal. We were able to turn Maverick County around, and now we're on a run. We reduced our debt from $20 million to $24 million in the last 4 years. We now operate with a $3.9 million surplus, and on top of that, we're compliant with all of our audits, and we're able to apply for funding again. We're here, and we're here to work for you and to fight for you. We'll continue to do that. We're not done. I humbly request your vote for your servidor, David R. Saucedo, during the March primaries. Thank you.
Mi Pueblo Restaurant, located at 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Call to order to go at 830-776-7796. We deliver. We have breakfast and lunch buffet from 7 to 11 and from 11:30 to 3. We have fresh homemade tortillas made daily, so come by 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Comidas caseras, hechas como en su casa. Vengan a comer con nosotros.